The documentary Untold, Hope Solo vs. U.S. Soccer chronicled the rise and fall of Hope Solo's legendary soccer career and what happened to her after it ended. The title of the Netflix sports documentary came from Solo's contentious relationship with the U.S. Soccer Federation and many of her former teammates. Hope Solo is a controversial sports figure, and the documentary allowed her to tell her side of the story after being the subject of extensive media scrutiny. Solo's fall from grace has been well documented, but Untold proved there was a lot more to her story. Women's soccer movies have typically focused on the dominance of the United States women's national team, known as the USWNT. The United States has the winningest team in women's soccer, with 4 Women's World Cup titles and 5 Olympic gold medals. Yet, the players' fight for equal pay exposed issues within the federation and women's sports. Despite the many great female athletes and the revenue they bring, they weren't given appropriate respect and compensation. This was a big point of focus in Untold, Hope Solo vs. U.S. Soccer, as she was one of the first to sue the federation. Hope Solo stopped playing soccer in 2016. Did she retire? Hope Solo claims she was blackballed. Hope Solo has long been considered the best female goalkeeper and best American goalkeeper of all time. She played for the United States women's national soccer team from 2000 to 2016, earning a World Cup title, 2 Olympic gold medals, and 2 Golden Glove awards. In 202 appearances for the national team, Solo had a record 102 clean sheets. Yet, her career came to a surprising and sudden end following a loss to Sweden in the 2016 Olympic quarterfinal game. During an interview after the Olympic game, Solo called Sweden a bunch of cowards, which was not received well by the soccer community. Shortly after the game, it was announced that Solo was suspended from the national team for 6 months, with the U.S. Soccer Federation also terminating her national team contract. Solo's teammate Abby Wambach called the suspension a Lifetime Achievement Award based on her past issues with the federation, which had branded her as difficult and even a bad teammate. Solo, and many others, saw the suspension as too harsh. Solo argued that if she were a male athlete, she would never have received the punishment she got for her comments. Though U.S. Soccer has never commented on it, Solo has also claimed she was fired because of her lawsuit against the federation. The former goalkeeper has never been afraid of speaking her mind, and she felt as though the suspension was a way to silence her. Hope Solo never returned to soccer following her 2016 suspension, making the loss against Sweden her final professional game. Hope Solo had twins in 2020. Hope Solo has twins with her husband Jeremy Stevens. Hope Solo posing for picture with family in Untold Hope Solo vs. US Soccer.jpg. Hope Solo has been married to former NFL player Jeremy Stevens since November 2012. The couple began dating when she returned from the 2012 Olympics, where she and the USWNT won another gold medal. Before sharing that she was expecting boy-girl twins in 2019, Solo had expressed she wanted to have a family one day. On March 3, 2020, Vittorio and Lozan Stevens were born, with Solo announcing their arrival a month later on her Instagram. Before having Vittoria and Lozan, Solo spoke about miscarrying twins during an ectopic pregnancy. Solo said she was hours from dying and had to get her fallopian tube removed. Solo has kept her young children's lives private for the most part. They appeared just briefly in Untold, Hope Solo vs. U.S. Soccer as she got ready to be inducted into the National Soccer Hall of Fame in 2023. Hope Solo experienced legal issues in 2022. Hope Solo was arrested on multiple charges. Hope Solo 2022 arrest footage from Untold Hope Solo vs. US Soccer.jpg. Hope Solo has had several run-ins with the law going back to a 2014 arrest where Solo was charged with 2 misdemeanor counts of assault in the 4th degree against her half-sister and nephew. Though she didn't receive any suspensions from the National Women's Soccer League, the arrest damaged her reputation. In 2018, all domestic charges against Solo were dismissed. On March 31, 2022, Solo was arrested again, this time for driving while intoxicated, resisting arrest, and misdemeanor child abuse. She was found sleeping in her car in a Walmart parking lot with her 2-year-old twins in the back seat. She pleaded guilty to driving while intoxicated, and the charges of resisting arrest and child abuse were dismissed. As Solo said in the documentary,